What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog here with the Los Angeles Lakers video. Of course, I'll be live tonight, 9:45 Eastern Standard Time for the Lakers and the 76ers. Hope you'll tune in for that one. Obviously, the game's going to be very tough. It'd be very tough if the Los Angeles Lakers were completely healthy. Obviously, with the squad that they fielded the last couple games, it's going to be an incredibly difficult game, and they're going to have to play perfect basketball if they're going to find a way to beat a very good 76ers team. But I hope you'll tune in for that anyway. As I said, no matter how good or bad they are, I'll be here broadcasting the game. Los Angeles Lakers went through the trade deadline, came and went. Los Angeles Lakers made absolutely no moves. The biggest talk was that they were involved in a trade for Kyle Lowry, but would not offer up Taylor Horton-Tucker, and therefore the deal fell apart. So no Kyle Lowry coming to the Los Angeles Lakers, no THT going to the Toronto Raptors. So Los Angeles feels very confident in the team that they're fielding once they're healthy and get into the playoffs. I don't know if you should be happy or sad about that. Obviously, THT, in my opinion, could be the future of the Los Angeles Lakers. He's 20 years old. He doesn't cost them anything, and they already have a cap problem, so why would you get rid of THT? Is Kyle Lowry really the guy? Do they really need him to win a championship? They didn't have a Kyle Lowry last year. They did have a THT there last year. Obviously, the Los Angeles Lakers, are going to be up against some stiff competition. The Los Angeles Clippers went out there. They grabbed Rajon Rondo, who helped the Lakers win a title last year. And, of course, the Denver Nuggets went out and got JaVale McGee, who helped the Lakers win a title. Now, the Nuggets are going to be an incredibly tough matchup if they face the Lakers in the postseason. What the Lakers have to hope for, and Andre Drummond has been bought out, so obviously I would imagine they're going to make a run at Andre Drummond and try to get him into Los Angeles. It's between LA and New York. I'm a Knicks fan. I stream the Lakers. Go figure. But there's been a lot of talk about Drummond coming to Los Angeles, and obviously he would have a lot of playing time here. He would definitely be the starter over Gasol, and I think in New York he'd have to split time with Mitchell Robinson. So we'll see how it goes, but obviously the Lakers are definitely going to need an Andre Drummond. They're definitely going to need some size someplace. Bad news on LeBron James. LeBron James supposedly is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with this high ankle sprain. Not exactly what you wanted to hear. LeBron James is obviously a physical specimen. The dude's a beast. You were hoping he'd be back in maybe 3 weeks at the most, but they are saying 4 to 6 weeks now, and obviously Los Angeles, again, they just want to be completely sure that he's 100% healthy. The same thing that they've been kind of doing with Anthony Davis, who is scheduled to come back. I've heard he's scheduled to come back April 4th. I've heard he's scheduled to come back April 6th. And what I do know is for the Los Angeles Lakers, neither one of these guys can get back soon enough, because you see this team has not played well without those two guys in there, and who would? I mean, obviously, the Los Angeles Lakers are very top-heavy, and they're definitely missing their two superstars right now. So the goal for the Los Angeles Lakers is to try to get an Andre Drummond in here, try to keep your head above water, get that 6th seed at the worst so you don't have to go into a play-in game, and get completely healthy for the playoffs, because no matter what happens, no matter where the Lakers are seeded, if they're in the playoffs and they're completely healthy, they're very tough out in the playoffs. A 7-game series, Los Angeles can stack up with anybody. I don't care if they didn't make any moves at the deadline or not. So this is just a quick video. Again, I just kind of wanted to talk about the trade deadline. I wanted to talk about Andre Drummond getting bought out. And then, of course, the news about LeBron James being out 4 to 6 weeks. And so that would put him pretty much to the end of April. That's pretty much where you'd be looking at for LeBron James to come back. And like I said, Anthony Davis scheduled to come back somewhere at the beginning of April. So hopefully AD comes back 100% healthy. The Lakers can start kind of getting in a groove again, and then they get LeBron back, and then they're ready for the stretch run. If there's a silver lining in this to any Laker fan out there, it's the fact that if Los Angeles does get into the playoffs, which they probably should, I don't think they're going to be a problem getting into the playoffs, you're going to have LeBron James, and you're going to have Anthony Davis, and they're going to be completely fresh and rested. So that is, if you're going to look at this glass half full, that's a way to look at it. Anyway, that's all I got in this video, guys. Appreciate you watching. Tune in tonight, Lakers and 76ers, no matter how good or bad the game is. I hope to see you all there. Till then, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I'm going to go kill this back workout, and I'll be back for the Lakers game later tonight. It's the Bad Diggity Dizzle. I'm out. Peace!